Hi guys, firstly I want to say a huge thank you. Thank you for all the congratulatory messages on me winning the award for Africa Travel 100 Women, right? So this award is given to travel and tourism personalities in Africa, the top 100 travel and tourism personalities in Africa. So thank you for all the incredible messages you've sent. I really loved reading them and I appreciate it so much. So it's 2023 and I believe today's video is probably going to be one of the final videos that I'm going to ever create on COVID-19 and travel requirements to Nigeria. On the 10th of January, the NCDC, that's the National Center for Disease Control, shared a post on Twitter essentially communicating the breakdown of the Nigerian International Travel Portal. Prior to this, a few days before, a few people have been complaining, sending me messages and DMs that the portal is not working. They can't fill out the what's called health declaration that you still had to do at the time. Here is exactly what the post from the NCDC said. Notice to the general public, the Nigerian International Travel Portal is currently not available due to ongoing maintenance activities by our team. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this might cause, right? In the meantime, all inbound travelers will be able to fill out their health declaration forms at their respective airports of departure. Right, so insinuating that you have to fill it out maybe where you're traveling from into Nigeria, right? A lot of people complain. There's some messages here. Kwam said it has been over 24 hours and the site is still unavailable. How exactly do people travel if the airlines are claiming not to be aware of any alternate methods, right? I would even add here that when I was traveling back into Nigeria on the 4th of January this year, they were still asking me for vaccine, to see my vaccine documents in London, which means that the communication hasn't reached far because we no longer needed any of these requirements to travel to Nigeria at that time. But just to say that aside, Frank Samuel said, my flight is on the 15th of January. Up until now, the website is still offline and Qatar Airways in Moscow has informed me that I won't be able to board without a travel permit certificate. NCDC, kindly reach out to these airlines. People are helpless and missing their flight. So essentially, a lot of people were affected by this news. So essentially after the 10th, many people were still unable to actually access the site, the NCDC site, to get a permit to travel. Maybe this was a sign to the Nigerian government that we need to move on from this requirement. On the 18th of January, the NCDC shared a post on Twitter, which I'm going to read out to you. Two key parts. The first part, we're already aware. The second part is where it gets interesting. The first part says the pre-departure and post-arrival COVID-19 PCR test requirement for all inbound passengers to Nigeria has been suspended, right? So pre-departure, post-arrival, nobody does any COVID testing requirements anymore, right? It's all done. The second part is the interesting part. It says a simply health declaration, non-COVID specific, so it has nothing to do with COVID, right, shall be completed by all passengers on arrival in Nigeria. Right? What does this mean? It means that this declaration has to be completed by passengers on arrival. And I read that as when they get to Nigeria, right? They'll probably be given a document. A member of the Travel to Nigeria community on Instagram, if you're not following Travel to Nigeria on Instagram, definitely follow it. It's an awesome community. Erko Haja, she mentioned, I don't need to fill the travel portal. She was like, I arrived a week ago and already there were no COVID questions, but on arrival, they insisted I fill the new travel portal paper, right? So essentially just to, I guess, confirm what they said about the declaration of arrival in Nigeria, there's a document that all travelers now will receive on arrival in Nigeria. So you need to, that is the only key requirement now going forward, 2023, that you need to do when traveling to Nigeria. So to conclude, essentially, all pre-departure and post-arrival COVID requirement, PCR requirements are scrapped, testing requirements are scrapped. And essentially you can travel to Nigeria whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, without the requirement to fill out the NITP, that's the portal, that's been also scrapped. All you need to do is make sure you bring a pen on arrival and you can fill out this new form that you'll be given on arrival. I can imagine this might lead to a bit of delay when trying to get through the airport, but it is what it is. I really hope that makes sense. You know, if you guys made it here, leave a comment and say, Sassy, well done. Yes, well done. Thank you guys so much for following this my pandemic info series that has been on for what, 2 years now. I appreciate you guys following me on my journey. If you're new, there's so much more to come. Make sure you subscribe. If you have ideas of what you'd like to see on the channel, let me know. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.